Hi, colleagues. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. I know that many of you were working on the many classes that you have and trying to, of course, have a little bit of relaxation time, perhaps with the family. Again, I'm so thankful to have you in the courses and so enjoy talking with you by phone, email, or text, and love to see you at our Zoom meetings on Monday and Wednesday, which, as I mentioned, I'm not taking attendance. I know you have life outside of the classroom, and I also know that you have, many of you have jobs, you have children, so I wanted to do a tutorial for Module 2 of Canvas for Curriculum 304. The name of Module 2 is the Outline and Visual Representation. So you would have already completed your Module 1, which was your unit outline of study, in which you had your essential question, and you had your main concept of community, your 4 sub-concepts, your URLs, and your facts. And the ones that I have already looked at are absolutely fabulous. Rock on, way to go. Mickey Mouse says, yay, right? So I'm just chilling tonight with my husband and just made some fantastic fried chicken. So yummy. So I hope you've had a good evening. I want to go through this with you piece by piece because this is step 2 in writing a very wonderful, profound unit plan. So you can refer back to this in your interview. So I'm now looking at Module 2, Outline and Visual Representation Sample. So if you would get that out, that would be very cool. So I'm looking at step Module 2, number 2, assignment and rubric, step 1, which is highlighted in yellow. And it says, before we even begin, take a look at the sample below. And I know some of you were on Zoom with me. And the sample below, the very end, I'm going to scroll down there. The very last page, you should see direct lesson number 1, direct lesson number 2. You should see kind of a fuchsia color on the left and kind of an aqua blue color. Well, there are supposed to be 2 more lessons, and for some reason I've talked to Canvas and I can't, it won't show or expand. So I'm going to go ahead and send you a document that looks like that, just like this, but it will have 4 different squares. Square 1 on the left will say direct lesson plan number 1, which you can see in fuchsia, and direct lesson number 2 in aqua color. And then you will see cooperative group learning, and then you will see project-based learning. So that is something that I will be emailing you. So you'll have that. So refer to that instead of this. So if you've scrolled down to the end of my Module 2, it says Unit of Study Visual Representation of Integration of 4 lessons. Of course, you'll only see 2. So refer now to what I'm going to be emailing you, which will have 4 different colors. So I'm going to journey back up here. So before you even begin, I'd like you to look at that rectangle with those 4 lesson designs in it. And then under step 1, it says focus specifically on those 4 colors of differentiation of facts that were grouped. So you will see in those particular colors what has happened. You will see, first of all, that underneath, let's go to direct lesson number 1, the fuchsia piece, the fuchsia color. So direct lesson number 1, direct lesson plan number 1, is the name of the lesson plan. Under that, you'll see common goal. That is a sub-concept. And then under common goal, you will see 3 facts. Now, the facts that this particular student used, she kind of, I would say, condensed them a little bit. In other words, maybe it was a much longer sentence and she shortened it down, which is fine for you to do that. So you will see in this particular module, which is Module 2, each one of the squares in it will have the name of the lesson, direct lesson number 1, direct lesson number 2, cooperative group, and project-based. Under each one of those, you will have your sub-concept. So if you look now at direct lesson plan number 2, look at roles. That is the sub-concept. And under roles, you will see that they have selected, out of all the facts, they've selected 3 that will go under there. And likewise with cooperative group and project-based. So I want you to kind of just see that, okay? So scroll back up to the top with me here. So it says, look at the 4-color differentiation of facts, how they were grouped together. So you are going to go on your outline and you are going to determine 4 different colors that you want to use in that visual representation. So it says number 1, the unit of study outline and how the 4 colors differentiative facts were grouped together. There were only 3 facts, 1 sub-concept for each lesson plan. It says on highlighted number 2, the rectangular visual below the outline showcases the multicolored facts that were drawn from the outline and placed in the 4 specific lesson plans, as I just mentioned. Then it says, what do you see going on regarding the highlighting in the below outline and accompanying alignment with the sample rectangular looking curriculum plan? So basically, all we're going to do is you're going to look at your unit of study. And let's come down to part A. It says, the 3 lesson plan URLs afford you an overview of the 3 designs for your upcoming unit. These videos below, the 3 lesson plan URLs below in A, you'll see the URLs highlighted in blue. If you go to each one of these, you don't have to spend the entire time listening to the entire video, but I would like you to grasp just what the meaning of a direct lesson is, the meaning of a COOP group, meaning of project-based. Because what you'll do is your first lesson plan will be direct lesson number 1, your second lesson plan, direct lesson number 2, cooperative group, then project-based. So you'll need to take a look at those to just glean what they're about. And then part B, on your unit of study, you're going to choose 4 distinct highlighting colors, 4 sub-concepts, and 12 facts drawn from the URLs on your unit of study. So you're going to create a visual representation just like this model did. Again, let me refer to what I was talking about earlier. The visual representation at the bottom is short 2 lesson plans. It's short cooperative group and project-based. So please refer to the email that I'm going to send you that will have the entirety of that visual representation for you to look at. Okay, now I'm scrolling down to C. Create a visual representation just like the one below. Do not replicate this example. Design your own visual that looks completely different. You could have a tree, you could have a clubhouse, you could have clouds in the sky. So you're going to create your own visual representation of what each lesson plan will look like with its own sub-concept embedded in that. And under the sub-concept, you will have 3 facts drawn from your URL. So also, let's scroll back down here. Under D, wait, I just lost it. Let me bring it up here. So I'm on part D now of module 2. Locate and cite 1 Michigan K-5 social studies standard from the URL below. So I gave you a URL highlighted in blue, and it starts out www.michigan.gov documents, MDE, final social studies. So given your grade level for your unit, you're going to go on there and you're going to select 1 standard. Scroll down. As you will see, I've given you an example. I don't want you to use this particular standard. So you will see as you're looking at the standard, this is for grade 3 because you'll see a 3 in it. So I want you to replicate this in a rectangle, put in the entirety of that standard in there. So what we're doing is we're designing a unit of study. We're designing a unit of study representation, a visual representation that differentiates 4 lesson designs using the sub-concepts and 3 facts from each sub-concept. So scroll down. Now you're going to create another kind of an outline, but you're going to use your outline that you already have. All you're going to do is you're going to take the outline that you already have and you're going to go through and you're going to differentiate using the colors. Remember, you'll have a color for each individual lesson plan. So if I am fuchsia, which you'll see fuchsia under this essential question, here's your sample. It said, what does it mean to belong to a community? You will see that all of those colors, we have yellow, fuchsia, green, and light blue, aqua. You will see if you scroll down to the bottom, using the example that I'm emailing you, you will see how all of these colors, the highlighted colors, match in a particular lesson design. So that's all I want you to do for this unit. I mean, by that's all, it doesn't sound like it's minimal. No, it's a lot of work. So let me just make another notation here. I'm going to be emailing you this visual representation of the 4 colors that a student has done. I'm using a student work, have permission to do that. And you're going to use that, not the one at the bottom, because it doesn't have the other 2 lesson designs. It doesn't have Coop Group and it doesn't have project based. So as always, call me, text me. If you want to meet at a coffee shop, that's cool. We'll just social distance. However I can help you, I'm here for you. So this ends a quick tutorial on Module 2. I will be on Zoom on Monday to further deconstruct any issues that you have with this. So I hope you have a good evening, colleagues, and remember, I got you. Bye-bye.